Hey everyone, today we are going to view a home that is one of the most southern neighborhoods you can find in Crestview. It is in Duggan Pond. You take a right at the very first red light coming into Crestview. Avoid the traffic, avoid the commute that everyone tells you about, and check out this home in Duggan Pond right here, right off of Live Oak Church Road. We're gonna go check it out. So here we are at this home in Duggan Pond. We are on the back side of Duggan Pond on Hermosa. There are newer homes built across the street here, and behind that is just a green space. So there's no neighborhood being built directly behind there. You can see down the street. Pretty quiet back here. We have a brick home. I like the vinyl accent, the garage door, everything being the light brown color versus white. Here's the fence. So there's a walk-through gate at the fence, and then there's also a double wide gate. You could pull your trailer back there, a boat, you could park back there. We'll check that out in a little bit. On the other side of the green space that you see here is Highway 85. So it's a very nice quick commute from base or wherever you're coming from into South Crestview. There is a termite pond on this home. These are termite pods where they put they're the bait stations. So they put the bait stations in the yard and then come like once a year to check them, fill them, empty them, and keep them taken care of for you. I love the little entrance right here. It's covered, the dark door. You even have room out here for like a little bench or chair. Nice little front porch. So this home just got all new carpet, like yesterday. Brand new carpet in here. So when we come right in the entryway here, we have a coat closet right off the front. It's a nice little entryway, tile flooring right here. Opens up to this large living room. You have the breakfast bar that you could add probably 10 bar stools to if you wanted to, right here into the kitchen, but the kitchen overlooks the living room. We have stainless steel appliances and granite countertops in here. The pendant lighting. I love having all the light, so much light in here, it's really nice. So just off of the kitchen here, we have the pantry and the laundry room. Here's the laundry room. The built-in cabinets above and some shelving added right here. And then here's our pantry. That's a lot of good space in the pantry for sure. And then here's the garage, of course. They're currently moving, obviously, so it's quite packed in here because they're packing up to move everything out. But we do have pull-down stairs in the garage. This is a standard 2-car garage. So you could absolutely park 2 vehicles in here, plus you have room in the driveway for 2 more vehicles. And then here's the living room. There's really a lot of space because that wall gives you so many options for decorating. Of course, you have the plant ledge up there. Really lots of options here for what you may want to do with decorating in here. And then you just have a lot of space. So you could, they have like a sectional right here, but you could have multiple couches. You could have chairs, recliners, lots of space there. And then here's a better picture of the breakfast bar. And then the dining area. There's definitely a lot of space here in the dining area as well. They have a smaller table, but there's plenty of room for a larger table. Now here's the master bedroom. I like the color in here of the walls. It's like a sage. And then there's a good bit of space in here too. So obviously they have a queen size bed with their end tables or their nightstands and dressers in here. But that whole space right there, you could use for your desk. You could have your office in here. There's a sitting area, a reading nook. There's a lot of space for that in this room. Ceiling fan looks great. And then here's the master bathroom. So we have the black granite and the brown cabinets in here. The updated lighting and the mirrors. And then the paint in here, it's like a grayish blue. Really like that color. We have a soaker tub and a separate standalone shower with the glass door. And then there's two benches in there, seats in there too, which is great. Here's your toilet. And then the master closet. So much space in this master closet. This is really big. It's got a light. It also has another second attic access, which is nice to have. There's a ton of space in this closet. This room has the whole house, this room definitely has a lot of space. And I do like the French doors that it has right here for the entry. But this home has a lot of space. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but all of the spaces are larger. The rooms are larger. So you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but you have space to spread out. You don't have tiny rooms. I mean, the same square footage could be used in a 4-bedroom home, but everything would be really tight. So like I said, they just got new carpet yesterday, so the furniture is a little bit jumbled, and plus they're in the process of moving. But here is side bedroom, so this would be bedroom number 2. They have in here a queen size bed and a twin bed for the kids right now, and you can see there is still so much space in this room. The ceiling fan in here. And then here's the bathroom, the granite countertops and the dark cabinets. And then this is the front bedroom right now. It's just being used for storage because of moving and all the things. But again, another very large room. If you only need a 3-bedroom home, this is a great home. If you do not need that 4th bedroom, because you have space here that you could utilize for a desk space, an office space, or a reading nook. You have that space in this home without having the 4th bedroom, and the price reflects that. All right, let's check out the back. So we have a covered back porch, which is so wonderful. Definitely want to have a covered back porch here living in Florida. We are about to get an afternoon August thunderstorm. So the backyard is a low maintenance. In this neighborhood, most of the neighborhoods have a low maintenance backyard. So here's the side yard that I was showing in the beginning of the video, how we have a double gate right there, and then they've pulled their trailer through. So this is not on septic, it's on sewer. So you could pull vehicles back in here if you needed to keep them. I do believe that the HOA rules do not want people parking like any vehicles, RV or boats or trailers like in the front. So you can pull them behind your gate to be hidden. There's plenty of space for that. They still have room for a play set. You have room for a trampoline right here. Now there is a retention wall behind this fence. So the property line is 6 inches behind this fence. And then there is that retention wall. And that's the neighbors above you. It's a fully 4-sided brick home. And then over here on this side, we have 2 more sheds, which we'll convey with the property. And then here's this side yard. Now you could add a gate over here. We don't have one. It would be easy to add a gate. But again, flat, totally a great space right here. This would be a great space to put a garden, some raised garden beds. You could even put a patio out here. Lots of great space right here. And I do love the tree in the front. Adds some nice shade. The sheds will stay with the property. But when I say low maintenance, like look how you're not spending your whole day doing lawn work in this yard. Fence is brand new. And then you have a nice porch. Let's go back inside and talk about what else is awesome about this property. So here we are. We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We have brand new carpet. We have a low maintenance backyard. We've got 2 sheds that convey. We have the very first red light in Crestview, South Crestview. Best location ever if you're worried about your commute into Crestview. Another thing that this home has is a 4.375 interest rate for a VA assumable loan. Now there is a larger gap between the loan balance and what the purchase price would end up being. And if you're interested in that, comment below the word gap and I will let you know what that gap is. But what is an assumable loan? An assumable VA loan is when a buyer that is eligible for a VA loan assumes the current loan at the current owner's interest rate and loan amount and gets their payment or their, before taxes and insurance. You could only get an interest rate down into the 4s right now if you are spending an excessive amount of money buying down your interest rate. So this home has a 4.375. You can assume his existing loan at 4.375%. You do have to bridge the gap somehow. Now, many times we see borrowers bridge the gap in cash. There are options for financing a second loan for the gap. It's definitely something you want to talk to the right lender about because there are caveats with that. It is not a 0 down program. There is a down payment involved with a second mortgage. Not every loan processor is agreeable to there being a second mortgage. There's just other things, but we can work through those things if you're interested in, if you qualify. So this home right in South Crestview. Now let's say you don't want to assume the loan. You're good. You're going to buy down your rate. You're going to get a great rate. You're going to be here. You're good to go. $325,000 for this home. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. South Crestview, as south as we can be. This is a home you don't want to miss. I'm Heather Vaughn with the Property Group 850, and I am ready to help you get in your next home.